Hello everyone, I'm the VR Viking, and today we are checking out Mass Effect in VR, but not playing it. We're gonna be, what I did was, I used the Nvidia Ansel, I think it's called, or Ansel, however it's pronounced. But I used that to take in-game 360 photos, both in standard 360 degrees as well as stereoscopic 360 degree pictures. So I have not beat the game, so I don't have every environment unlocked. I'm a little over halfway through, so I have photos from 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 locations. And these are locations that are pretty important to the game, so they're not just random planets. Alright, so let's start off with the top, with Aya. Alright, so this is the standard 360, not the stereo 360. And it is pretty good quality. Can't complain. There is a way that you can make it even higher quality. Right now, this is the stereo version. I highly doubt you're going to see any difference between the two on video. If anything, you might see some popping out or popping in of various parts. So there's another, I think this is the bar? No, this isn't the bar. There is a bar in here. But this does have a nice view of a bunch of mountains and tornadoes. And what you're seeing on screen are the two different eyes. That's because I'm using the Oculus Photos, I think it's called, or the Oculus 360 Photos app to view these. And we're back at the beginning. Alright, let's exit Elden, or Elden, with the giant planet and moons. This, I believe, was this the hot planet? I don't remember. There is a planet that is super hot. So that pops out right there. So right here the characters look flat, and then in the stereo you could definitely see the what do you want to call it? I can't think of the word, but like I could see the character right here is closer than the other characters. It looks really good at this point. And this is one of the many underground areas that you fight through. I know I'm about 2 minutes late, but spoiler alert, you should not be watching this if you haven't gotten at least halfway through the game. And one of the weird things I noticed in the stereo photos is that fog and like random debris in the air doesn't look all that great in stereo. I think that may be because they're actually planes and not actually 3D objects. Alright, so here's EOS. This is the base that you make. That's the ship that you play the whole game in, pretty much. Some nasty looking water. Here you're in stereo. Again, stereo looks pretty good here. In stereo also, if you're too close to something, like the ground for example right here, it makes people go cross-eyed. Oh, there's a ship coming in. I didn't notice that. So here's another big vista. A weird line in the wall there. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a that little floating thing over there. Over there is mining stuff, and I think that's the range of it. Is that little line? Alright, what's next? EOS H047C, the sexiest name. Alright, so this is a not a planet, this is actually an asteroid. And that's what that is right there, because it's a highly radiated asteroid. And they have these biodome-like structures that you can survive in. The lighting on this planet or asteroid is phenomenal. Alright, this is the part where I jumped into the Great Divide, so you get to see my car or my whatever it's called. And then here's a stereo version of it. Alright, now these are not all the pictures I've taken. I've only taken a couple from each of the locations. I have about 10 photos per location here, so you'll definitely be able to download all of these. This is a hard Jurado. This is a bar slash club. People dancing in cages. Shit gets weird out here in the frontier. Now this looks really good in stereo. This scene. The sign looks weird in stereo, but all of that looks good. And then this is from the main like gameplay reveal of it. This is that location in that gameplay reveal. Giant mushroom looking things, kind of like a Morrowind. That down there is not spilled Kool-Aid, that's actually alien blood. Back at the beginning, alright. Havarl. Now this is a jungle kind of themed planet, so it's always nighttime, and it's a thick, dense jungle. Stereo doesn't really do much for this here. Even the plants don't look all that different, right? Yeah, from this distance, the plants don't look all that different. And this is the top. I don't know if you can see it in this picture. Yeah, that tower all the way up there. I think it's that one, or it's that one. No, I think it's that one there. This is the top of that tower. And here's the stereo. The stereo looks good, especially right here. Like that statue looks really good, and these vines too. They don't look 2D. They actually look like a solid 3D object. Alright, so that's Havarl. Let's do Nexus. Now Nexus is the main hub of everything. What's this? Oh, this is like where all the shit gets done. It's where all the important people are. That's just space dust. And then the rest of this station isn't built yet. That hurts my eyes in stereo right here. This computer desk. Everything else looks good. Like that looks good. All looks good. Her butt looks good. This is another bar. This is the bar on the station. Where am I at? Oh, I'm right there. The main character right there. The thing about this is that for the areas where you don't have a gun, I don't know how he's explaining, like the cinematic areas, in places like this where you don't have a gun, the camera will only go like 10 feet away from the character, so it's kind of hard to hide him, so you'll see him in a lot of the... That's mysterious, dude. In the corner. But like I was saying, you can't really move the camera far away from the character when they're not armed, So you'll see my character in a lot of these. And here's Tempest. Tempest is your ship. This is the bridge, kind of. I guess you can call it that. You have 2 communications / pilots. Then your galaxy map is up there. I totally don't remember what planet we're over right here. Stereo looks pretty good here. This is your room in the Tempest. And I got far enough. I don't have all the ship models up there on the walls, but I do have my little hamster. Again, spoiler alert if you haven't caught on by now. This looks good. And oh, that hurts my eyes up there. Down here looks fine, but up here hurts my eyes. What's next? Bold. What's this planet? Oh, this is the ice one, where everything's frozen. This is the base that you make on the planet. This planet looks really good in 360, like in these photos. I think it's just because the cool colors. And some of these didn't come out right in stereo, so you don't get a stereo version of this because I think it was the sky that looked terrible. And then this one as well doesn't have a stereo, and I don't remember why. Here you're on ice driving the thing. But I think it's the cool colors in here that just makes it look really, really awesome. Like these giant structures. Oh, they're so high. And we're up on a mountaintop too. There we go, the boxes look really good in stereo. These giant buildings look good too. So the stereo is a hit or miss, really. If you want to get good stereo in Ansel, you have to, I don't want to say know what you're doing, but you have to really place the camera correctly. And sometimes, like characters up close look good sometimes, and other times they just look not as good. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's hit or miss. Like right here, those look flat, and then here, there's some depth to them. Looks stereo, looks good. Alrighty, well that is it for what I'm going to show you for Mass Effect. I will have the photos downloadable in the description of the video down below, so feel free to check those out. Let's finish off here in Jurado. And with that will be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, there is a long list of games that support Ansel, but I only have one, which is Andromeda. I think Witcher 3 was the other like major one that I could think of that supports this, where you can take oh, there's Spark right there, where you can take 360 photos in game. And to do it, to turn it on, I think it's automatically turned on in your graphics or like your Nvidia settings. And what you have to do, at least by default, is press Alt F2, and that should enable it. And then you'll get different options from there. You can change the options. I don't remember how I did it exactly, but there's a settings menu where you can up the quality. And like these are less than 100 megs each, if I remember correctly, but you can get them up to several gigs in size. But I didn't want to kill my computer or wait an hour for it to render out. Alright, so with that, I am done. Again, if you liked the video, feel free to like it, subscribe to my channel, also follow the Twitters and the Facebooks, all the good stuff. Oh, that hurts. Go back to non-stereo. There we go. And I'll catch you next time.